Just before the starting, I think that almost 45 people already joined. Yeah, just a few more joining. Okay, the recording is started. Okay, very good evening to everyone. Very good evening to everyone, and very good afternoon for those joining from their own countries. I hope all of you doing well, and you have started very good your Saturday. So just before starting of the today lecture, since we have a one replacement lecture, if you agree, as discussed before, last week we already discussed and agreed that we put it just by tomorrow 6 p.m. in Malaysia time. So our replacement lecture will be tomorrow at the 6 p.m. But I will highly tomorrow totally I will allocate to review the review papers. I will review the review papers for those they have a some gathering, family program or something. If you are not able to attend by tomorrow, so you can later on see the video and check about if I review your paper, you can check it. So tomorrow I will review all of the time I will review the papers. So I will try to finish all of the reviewing of the paper by tomorrow. So it's by 6 p.m. Sunday at 6 p.m. So please join if you if you are free. But if you are in some circumstance that you have a family issue and you are not able to join, you can look about the later to your to the video. I will record the video and you can see about what are the comment on your paper. So, but for those,
okay, Dr.
Yeah, thanks. For those they didn't uploaded the paper. Oh, they didn't make it according to the format of the journals. So please change it to the format of the journals and submit it by today, because if it's not in the format of the journal, I'm not going to just review, because it's difficult to estimate that the abstract, introduction, and the rest of the part is enough or not, because by eyes I can see whenever it's in the format of the journal, I can estimate that is it enough or not. Otherwise I cannot just find that everything is incorrect. So please, if you are modifying anything, so please update by today. Tomorrow I will review 6 p.m. Tomorrow I will review as much. I will try to just do the papers. Actually, if each paper is 2 minutes, it take time. It's 100 minutes. But I'm sure I try to just make it as much I can to do it as much tomorrow I can. Then okay, yes, please. Yeah, thanks, Alvin, to just inform, please. Yes, to change to the IOP format, and then I will look about. So we have 3 weeks remain by tomorrow, so we have another one. So I'm going to more lecture by these weeks. So more lectures. All of the during the last weeks, I was trying to just discuss about the more how to make a methodology, how to write the result, we discuss about the overall about how you can start your study and how you can drive your study. And we discussed about the different methodology. So one topic remained I will cover by the last week probably, or the 1 week before the last week was the types of the research methodology. Do you want to do the qualitative or quantitative? So qualitative and quantitative research method I will cover by week probably 14. By today I'm discussing about the different the research grant and how you can bring the idea to the commercializations. Actually, today mostly how to make money. If I assume that you do some research, if you have some idea, how you can pick up your idea to make business with it, to make in the market. So all master dissertation and also the PhD thesis have some idea in behind. So how we can use this behind idea and how you can use of this idea to just generate a good output for your future, for your own future business. Sometimes the student, they never believe that this may happen, but really it's possible. If you look about the how we explain why and how really it's possible to make money by the making, how to do the making money by this idea, and how to go to the market. So that's why today's presentation is about uh, innovation towards to commercializations in Malaysia. So we discussed about how you have some innovation in your mind, how you can bring it to the market. So how you can bring it to the business, how you can excite the industry by having your own innovations. Just explain to you that you are investing a lot of your time to do your research. So at the time to conduct a valuable research is take actually, as mentioned before, 6 months to 2 years if you are working effectively. This is the very important, if you are working effectively. So sometimes this is the depend of the how you are the duration of the real PhD, or just honestly with you, is 6 months up to 2 years, up to 1 year, the main core. If you are late, delay, is something wrong with you. With my own PhD students, sometimes really I'm disappointing. I know about what is the real course, how much it take time, but for the 1 year, 2 year, I never get any result. I know about the student claiming over capability. This is the student always claim over capability, but output is zero. I think that the main issue is that this claiming over capability and overconfidence killing the main effort. Since the student have a more self-confident and have assume that has a high capability, never make enough effort and appropriate and effective effort to progress the PhD or the master work. Actually, the main and the core of the PhD should be finished within the 1 year, and the core for the master dissertation can be finished within the 6 months. But if you work very effectively, so that's why when I tell about the main research is take 2 months up to 2 years, maybe discuss about the 2 year is really big work, it's really giant work, but otherwise within the 6 months you can do it. I already sent to you some the publication from the student we made within the 6 months. Really is possible. Sometimes the student asking, really it's possible to make it within the 6 months. Yes, if you are use of the good topic, making of a good effort, you can reach to the good topic. You can make a good research. Unfortunately, sharing with you, this is my own, when I look about the review papers, when I look about the topics, and also I was involved with a few students, myself was involved with a few students. So I don't know what happens. Sometimes the student, they're feeling that they are doing very well, but the system which they consider, the topic which they try to just find a very easy and simple topic that manageable within the 6 months, easy. They'll run away from, they'll try to run away from complicated topic, or from the useful topic, because of I'm not sure, but they have a lot of excuse for my from my eyes is excuse. Actually, they try to just run away through real work, but the simple topic never help you to learn, never help you to develop, never help you to challenge yourself, and never help you to see the place in the market. So that's why sometimes I very disappointed. I see that we propose the good supervisor for the student, but the student go and find the most lousy, the simple work, and the simple work that never have a useful, only to do the master. So you're spending this time for your research, so you are wasting the time and effort. Up to you. You want to just make something valuable, and at the end of the day, you have something in your hand to make your own future, or you want to get only the one certificate and go to home. So the main reason, that's why the focusing of this, because when I asked this, when we discuss about the student have a grant, have a apply for the grant, apply for some the make of products, something, they said that, oh, it's not, the time is not enough for us. Really, the time for the 6 months and 1 year is more than enough. You have a time, but depend on your own effort. However, the writing on publication is something else. Writing on publication is another process. Today, whatever I'm talking is not regarding of the publication, regarding of the how to get the support and funding for your research, and how you can bring this idea to the market to make selling of your idea to the market. So this is the other aspect of the work. So today we discuss about the research, development, and commercializations and entrepreneurship. Whatever the opportunity we have in the UPM, and you can use it. As discussed before, that the Malaysia is one of the best country in the world, one of the best country in the world, which is a very supportive. They have a very supportive system, and throughout this supportive system, you have a very high chance of the success. Sometimes the student, they come, I have a lot of interaction with the international students. All of them, they want to go to the first world countries, but when they go, sometimes they're disappointed. Many of my students now in the Canada, they are in the Australia, New Zealand. Sometimes they're really disappointed because they just, they assume that once they go to one of those countries, they have a lot of facility, but when they go, they find that there is no any such a service and facility which provided in Malaysia for them. This is the real. I'm working with many of the university. I can see about the facilities which we have and the support of the government which we have in Malaysia is not comparable with the other countries. So they have very good supportive. If you want to do the commercializations of your research product, you have a very high chance to do it in the Malaysia. Malaysia is one of the best to help it. The help for the even researcher, because throughout this system, too much they care about the researcher. So maybe in some of the countries, they care too much on the production, they care on the make business, but the good things that in Malaysia, the caring about the researcher is too much. That's why researcher has a high chance. So how to start for the discuss about how we can the idea can be start to do, as mentioned to you, there's better at the beginning of the semester, I asked you to find the topic. I explained to you, and all of you have a topic. Now I want to ask you again back, how you got the topic? You already got your topic. See about what is your topic? What is your topic? Look about your topic. See, your topic, is it going to address a challenge, solve a problem, or no? What is your challenge? What is your topic and objective? You have predefined your objective. Is it going to address a problem? At the end of the day, do you have any product? A person can pay you a single cent for your product or no? If you have some investigation, study, you are not able to get any product, it means that whatever you're doing is good for research, but nothing for business. If you're not able to solve a problem, if you're not able to address a real problem, the problem, you're not addressing any, you're not solving any challenge. That's why no business. Sometimes the topic I have seen, similar alternative technique, a lot of alternative techniques available, and the student want to propose another alternative. For structure, I have seen most of the students work on the strengthening, use of the, and the very funny things, in each semester, I have, there are few subjects in parallel of the research methodology. So the semester that they have a pre-stress, all of the students, they want to do the strengthening use of the pre-stress, internal, external, a lot of different types of pre-stressing. However, the topic already dead for this. Already a lot of alternatives available, and no one interested to pay for you to buy it. The next semester, then the student, they have a material. So within the semester, all of the research topic is regarding of the what is the use of the pozzolan, what is the use of the different types of the concrete. But the concrete, we have a best concrete now in the market. Are you able to achieve the same properties? No. If you're not able to same properties or better than them, you're wasting your time only doing the research and finishing. So always I ask the student, in this case, I can say with the student, they grab whatever the easy thing they have it, because there is some course beside them. They attend into course and they get the idea, oh, this is new for me. That's why good to work on it. However, it's new for you, but it's not new in the market. Already market dead for you, because already you are attending to the lecture for the some technology which you already did in the market. This is just practice. It's good to make it similar, but you are not able to innovate something new unless you can make the innovative innovative technology, which is up to now I never seen that in innovative technology. So that's why sometimes this is your own challenging to again look about the whatever the topic which you have, is it really is a demand of the market? Do you able to make money on it? Or maybe your aim is not even to make money. You want to make a thesis. It's different. You want to just get the certificate and go. It's fine. But if you want to just use your idea to go to the market, this is the very important that you can see about really your idea going to address a challenge or no. So how we can get the money and how we get the market by having the product. The product is the one of the most important, but the product, in order to reach the product, you have to think, is there any alternative? If yes, how you are better than them? And is it the market going to accept them or no? In a few years ago, I tried to just burn a lot of the patent in UPM in our faculty, because in our faculty, I find that more than 100 patents already filed and we pay yearly when I was innovation coordinator for faculty. And the patent was 2005 and not a lot of the new technology was available in the market. So the patent is never selling. There is no any selling point for the patent. It's not something new. So you have to think about whatever you're doing. Is it new or available in the market? You are going to little bit change. Just honestly, frankly speaking with you, little bit change, never sell in the market, because there is huge resistance in the market against new technology. So especially in the industry part, in the construction part, I'm talking about the construction. So in the construction, there are very huge resistance against new types of the product, unless your product is very cost effective and high performance. So whatever you have doing, you have to make sure about it. You have a very big margin of difference by whatever available in the market. So as discussed before, now you can again make sense for your own topic. So you have to look about the now. Are you making of your research topic as a type 1 or type 2? In the type 1, actually this is the type 2. In the type 1, so for the type 1, research is based on pure academic challenges. In the type 2, research is based on the industry requirements and social needed. Let me go more and explain about. At the first one, research based on pure academic challenges. It means that you have made you find a lot of papers, review the papers and find the problem statement based off the papers and solve it. Everything is very pure mathematics, very pure software, everything. So it looks like all a problem you get feedback from research papers, but it's not really practical. So this is the result. At the end of the year, you make very nice thesis and you just put inside the shelf. But there is no any useful there is no any benefit from your research, because whatever you made, it is pure academic and no industry interested and never applicable for industry because it's not came from industry. This is your own challenges you find from research papers. So the second type research based on industry requirement and social needs. Your problem and the topics which you are working on it really is requirement of the society, requirement of the industry. Industry already stuck it. So if your research topic that, oh, the people they make, you know, this parameter as like, you know, the 20% I want to change here, the small thing I want to do change there, they never address the problem because already alternative is available in the market. Maybe discuss about the real requirement of the industry is a very challenging point that industry is stuck on it. Very challenging issue which not the social is needed about. So this is just the most important. What is needed? For example, just give you the very general example. Assume the phone. Oh, this is just assume the Samsung. Is it now? What is the requirement in the market? Is it the requirement to make very high resolution screen? Actually, nowadays in the market, the resolution is enough. Everybody enjoy for the resolution. But what is the real challenges of the phone? Is the battery. Dying of the battery. Everybody has everywhere one power bank. Everywhere is just falling off the power bank because the battery is not able to just, you know, they're never able to keep the battery for the 1 to 3 days. So the most challenging issue, the battery. So if you want to solve a problem in the market, you want to do the business, working on the increase the quality of the LCD never work now because it's not very challenging of the market. It's good. It's good to have a better resolution, but this is not problem of the market. If you are telling about the current one have a resolution as for example 200 pixel in the 200 pixel. Mine is given 250 by 250. The people is not to make sense. Little bit increase, not big issue. But if you are telling about the I develop of just make a special battery, this battery able to just keep your phone on more 2 days. Everybody will go under the by it because this is a big issue. So this example showing for you that when we discuss about the problem, how that this problem is really needed of the market, how that this problem is really challenged to the social and for the industry. The challenges is very important. So it's cost on the is effect of the cost, effect of the quality, and is very effective. So it can be anything, but it should be really social needed. Then it really is social needed. Not everybody is working on the vaccine. So you can see about the just, you know, the working on the vaccine, how much the income generate now. The all of the industry which I was working with them, even for those industry which I was working, they were in bridge industry, they were in the industry. When the COVID pandemic has happened, everything is changed to mask production. Everyone just make a mask. Everyone to just try to just make vaccine. So you know this industry looking for profit. They quickly changed all of the system to make more profit. So now you can see about your topic. Back again, think about your topic. How is your topic? Is it really challenges of the industry really is important, or is only little bit improved, but maybe the industry never accept to use it because not too much difference. Same thing, just assume that how you are doing. Are you just proposing of the new battery for the phone to just make double life, the time of the life of the battery as a double, or you are just enhance the resolution of LCD, resolution of the just screen of mobile? Which one is more important to the market? So you can see about the, are you in the very right direction in based on whatever you consider for conducting your research. Do you want to make business or money? You want to just, or you want to do some certificate and go back to the home? However, we discussed about the different technologies. Sometimes you cannot just have a one technology. Sometimes you using of the different technology and you're integrating of the different technologies to make one product. So only just, you know, innovation is not only innovate something new, even integrating of different technology has its own innovation. So sometimes it's not something creating new, sometimes assembling new, sometimes, you know, the making of the new system also is work. But let us just go back to the just government policy and see about how you can start for your research, get some support from the government. Actually, we have a different types of the support in Malaysia. We have a government support and we have a industry support. And in the UPM, we got a lot of different products, and you can see that these are the very famous companies which we are working up to now with only our civil engineering department. So our products already give it to the Proton, give it to the Petronas, Name company, drug company. These are some of the big companies that working with the UPM and our product is using. So really it's possible to have some products, some new idea to sell to them as a sell to them as a, you know, they're just selling of the products and the technology to make some income generation for you and for university as well. But however, the type of the research project or type of the research project or research grant defined in the Malaysia and same as, you know, many countries is categorized in the 3 different section. The first section is fundamental research scheme. They call FRGS. The second is prototype research grant scheme. They call PRGS. So PRGS is prototype research grant scheme. And the last one, TRGS, is Technofund research grant scheme. Okay, so let me just discuss about each of them more in the detail, that what is the FRGS, what is the PRGS, and what is the TRGS. Actually, all of the 3 of them are available in Malaysia and available in UPM, and you can apply. You can ask your supervisor you need to just cooperate with your supervisor to apply for it. So if you have some idea, if you have some idea, you have something to, you know, you need to just work on it, you can ask your supervisor to assist with you to draft a research to application for the application for this grant, and just apply for it. So let us go more where you need to apply. So at the fundamental research scheme, which is we call FRGS. So FRGS is, you know, the name is fundamental research grant. It means that you are trying to prove of a concept. You are proposing a concept. You're proposing a concept, and you're proving of your concept. So idea which you have it, idea, which is your topic. The topic, in the topic you want to propose something, your objective. The objective is your idea. You have some idea in your mind. This idea is a very raw idea, and you want to just show about this idea really work. You are proving of your idea. So for proving your idea, you know, the starting fundamental proving and the fundamental calculation to get some idea, which is the work, you need to apply for fundamental research grant scheme. So in the fundamental grant scheme, is not product, only the concept. What means the concept? For example, you think about you want to make some product, but this product, how does it work? There is some concept behind your product. This concept you are trying. So in the fundamental research is not product yet. There is no product, only the concept. Because any product you are going to propose, this product is based on a concept. So in the concept you are explaining, in the concept, in the fundamental research you have to explain it, and you have to test your concept. You have to evaluate your concept, and you are examining your concept whether it's work or not. That's why they call FRGS grant. So this grant is given by Ministry of Education. Previously was High Education Malaysia, and this grant is very good for the starting, for fundamental starting of the grant. It was in 2013-14, when I was coordinator, I have find that it was from 6,000 from 7,000 actually, the grant which already offered to the university in Malaysia in 2014. I think that from 7,000, almost 245 patent already sold in the market. See, the chance is not low. The chance is not too much, even not too low. From almost 7,000, almost 250 already sold in the market. You know, the revenue from the selling of this product in the market is too high. So you can see about the how from this scheme, and what is the end at the end of this stage in the FRGS. When you finish it, the concept, you're patenting the concept. So patent is the concept is patenting. Actually, this is the most difficult part, because you have some idea. This idea you have to develop, you have to prove of the concept, and end of the day you have to patent it, because the patent shows that you have some concept that is new. How you can sell this concept and your product in the market if it's new, if there is no any alternative, or if there is an alternative, your product is much better than them and really new. If it's not new, you cannot just sell it. So there is no point. That's why the main output at the end of the FRGS is if you have a patent for it. So once you already made your fundamental, you already proved that the concept is work, then second step. In the second step is prototyping, prototype research grant scheme. In the second step, you have to just make the prototype based off your proof concept. You already made the concept. For the concept, you can test. You can do experimental test, but on the concept, not on the product. You don't have a product yet. You have a concept. So you can do experimental tests. You can do numerical tests on the fundamental, on the concept, not product. So because the product is based on the concept, you can test the concept, it's fine. You can do experimental, numerical, formulation, mathematical, anything you want. But whatever the concept already approved, you show and prove that based on your experimental test, numerical test, the concept is right and correct. Then next step is prototyping. In the prototyping research grant scheme, in the prototyping, you can manufacture the prototype. Prototype is initial, the first product. So first product, whatever you just designed based off your whatever you had it, based off the whatever your concept, then you need to develop and you manufacture the prototype and test the product. So first concept, second prototype. So you have to make a tangible prototype, so physical prototype, and the prototype need to manufacture and test it. So this grant scheme is paid for testing. Actually, for fundamental, on the fundamental, the application you can apply up to 500,000 ringgit. So up to 500,000 ringgit they can pay to do the testing. Actually, up to now I get almost 5 or 6 FRGS already got it. So it's very good grant offered by the ministry to make prototyping. The second, they make the concept. The second is prototype. Prototype is you can apply up to 2 million or up to 3 million ringgit. Up to 2 million, up to 3 million ringgit you can get from the government to develop your product, to develop whatever you have, and you can test it. So myself in 2015, 2016, I got 500,000 ringgit to develop my product and test it. So the ceiling is up to 2 million. I think there are 3 million ringgit. So up to 2 or 3 million ringgit you can get from the government to make your product and test your product. So once you do the product, actually this is in prototype. It means that in maybe a scale 1 or maybe only you have one product. Then you already show that in the prototyping. Once you find that the prototype is working very well, you prove that prototype is working excellent. Now, in the third step, In the third step, the prototype is working well. At the first step, you prove that concept is okay. Second step, the prototype working very well. Prototype, it means that only one device, two devices you already made it. In the third step, government, which give it the they call it as a techno-fund research grant scheme. The government find a partnership for you in the industry. You are proposing an industry which they can use your product, and the government paying to them to make manufacturing process, to make the just mass production, to make the high scale manufacture, high scale mass production, and they're helping to use it in some of the real project. So actually, your product is new. No one is first prototype, and no one trusts your product. It's very difficult to go to the market as a first product, to sell in the market. So nobody trusts it. The government helping you to pay some financial assistance to the company to use your product in the real project, in the real industry project, and make mass production. So just give you my own case. I get last year I get 1.5 million ringgit to use my product in the few bridge in Malaysia. So this is just how it's worked. So my product was anti-vibration system. So in 2013-14, I get the prototype FRGS to make concept. My main concept was making final simulation, numerical simulation, then do some small testing. Then once I got the patent, I already showed that working. Then I get then the prototyping grant. For prototyping grant, I made my first prototype. I manufactured my first prototype, then manufactured this first prototype and tested in 2015-17. Now I got the grant to use it in industry. So see about how is the progress. If you are lucky, you can make it in very short time. For myself, the idea started from 2003, and now is almost 17 years working on it to reach to the marketplace. So you have to be patient, or sometimes you're lucky that everything is provided for you. You can quickly process. So this techno-fund actually is sometimes you can go up to 5 million ringgit. It's helping for you to use your product in the industry. Then once you use it, then you will get a lot of income generation. Then you can have a revenue of your selling. So actually, the Malaysian government is funded a lot on the project, but the revenue from the selling product also is too much. But the good thing is that this is the bonus of the Malaysia, that this supporting of the government. They provide for you the fund. But once you do the commercialization, this is your own income. So the good thing in any other countries, most of the time with the government, they never support the fund. They give you loan. For the loan, you have to return back. For the fund is for own product development and how to go to the market. That's why this is a very good financial assist for you to go to the market. That's why this is very helpful and very supportive to allow to startup company, the new company start to rise, to develop, to make their own business. That's why I mentioned to you that in Malaysia, most of the startup, the more percentage of the startup companies are successful because of the good support of the government. So when we doing the research, when we are success, so the people that think about when do the success, this definition of the success is different. By some of you, definition of the success is only once you graduated and make it of the thesis. Some of you, the success, it means that publish a paper. And some of you, maybe the success is make business and selling it. Actually, the real research is to address the problem of the industry, help to just improve the life, and help to just help to the industry for the improving of the manufacture, improving of the safety, cost of the money, save the costing, how that's why from my point of the view, from the main point of the view from the success research, it is commercialized. So we are not considered research as a successful after it's commercialized. Once you commercialize, it means that your research is valuable. Someone is going to pay for it. It means that valuable. But the most important issue, how you can just bring this research to the market is not easy, is really tricky. And that's why in UPM in 2010 engaged with the UPM is engaged with Stanford University in SRI, Stanford, SRI International. Actually, SRI International is in the Silicon Valley. So they're located in the Silicon Valley, and they're one of the main parties in the Silicon Valley to commercialize product of the university, Stanford University. Actually, before was inside the Stanford University, later on go up and make it just their own business to just bring all of the idea and develop an idea to the market. That's why they have a very good experience from the long time ago, and we learned from them. The UPM learned from them how to bring all of the ideas to the market. So the SRI, they have a very famous technique as a 5 discipline of the innovation, how to bring the idea to the market. So it was starting from the 2009, the engagement of the program. It was 2 or 3 years program with the SRI. So at that time when they started, look about Uber was there. Uber was one startup company at that time. So in the 2009, the Uber was in the company as one of the startup companies there. So now we can see that everybody knows about the Uber. At that time, nobody knows about Uber. Uber was just one startup company. I was just very lucky that I was joined in the 2012 to this group and trained by them how to selling the product, how to marketing the products, and we learn about how we can approach and go to the market, which I'm sharing with you in here, the overall summary of the how you're feeling that how you will be success to the market. If I telling you that you have a chance to go to the market, maybe it's unbelievable for you. You never believe it. I will explain to you why you have a chance to go to the market, why you have a very good chance to go to the market and be successful in the market. Sometimes, the most of the issue is never the people that have a confidence to do some research to bring them to the market. Actually, let me just explain that why still you have a lot of chance to go to the market. Just sharing with you, actually, it was from my first lecture when I was discussing at that time, the Campbell, when I searched at that time, the Campbell company, which is one of the best food company in actually in the US. Actually, they invest 125 million on the food startups. For those companies work on the startup. Assume a company spend around 125 million only for food startups. How? Why? Assume that when I look about how it's happened, when the back end I search about the revenue for only the grocery and the food beverage in US, when I look about, it was growing each year 2.3%, almost is growing. But I find that this growing, just 0.1% was for 25 the best and the larger food beverage companies in US. But the rest of this growth was for 20,000 small companies, startup companies. And the revenue which the startup companies, they got it is almost $17 billion. So when the people think about how to go to the market, there are very giant companies in the market. We think about that we never able to act and we never able to compete with them, but Look about it here. The growth from this 2.3%, they're growing only the biggest company, only 0.1 percentage. However, the startup company able to enroll 2.29 percentage, almost 20,000 small companies. So some of them high, some of them low. Also, you can be one of them to make a good revenue. Then how to work with the big companies. This is the everybody look about. How to go to the big company. Actually, when you start to just bring the idea to the market and make your startup, you have to consider about the 90%, more than 95% of the startup will fail. So from the starting, you have to assume that there is a chance for 95% I will fail. So, but we have just 5% up to 10% successful rate. Actually, it's less than 5. But once you success, you will be the success rate is too much. The income generation is too much. So you have to think about there are a lot of the chance for failing. Then you have to look about how you can keep yourself to make it successful. But I'm sharing to you how is the just key point to make it successful, because whatever I'm explaining to you, you can implement now in your research, and there is a chance of the success on you. That's why I explained to you, maybe you can find your way. So actually there are big companies which controlling of the market. For example, for the food companies, I'm just giving just because all of this brand you are very familiar. If I give you the just brand of the structure, construction, most of you never understand what is the brand I'm talking about. But if you look about you can see there are few brands. They are owner of all of the sub brands, which many of the sub brands we have in Malaysia, in many countries. Even you don't know they are connected to the Nestle, they are connected to Coca-Cola. So then you never know about, but they are somehow under their umbrella. So this company try to grow, but almost a 10 company grow all of this country in the world, not only in all the worlds, but they're trying to develop. They're trying to grow. You can see each of them, they are dependent of many of the small companies. Each of these small companies are in a startup. They're in a startup. They try to just grow, but they are not able to grow by themselves. That's why they are looking for entrepreneurs and startup companies to help them to grow. The companies and the startups, by having your idea, will help the big companies to grow. Once they grow, they support you more, and you will get more income generation. But how? Through the collaboration. If you are making your idea, if you are making of your own device, and if you want to make a startup, definitely you will fail. You will fail because competitors never allow you to grow. The only way to success is collaboration. When you have a startup plus by established companies, then this established company can help you to grow. Otherwise, if you want to do the standalone, definitely you will fail. The reason is why the established company will excite on you and their interest on you. Why? Actually, it's because of the startup company. They have a lot of proof of the concept. They have a lot of idea. We can see about it in this lecture room. This year, we have 65 students. Each of the students, they have a different concept in their mind. So from the 65, each of you have a different idea, different products. That's why we have this year, just only for this lecture room, maybe we can give a brief for 65 concept, and you can prove it. Do you know your PhD thesis, master thesis, dissertation? You are proving. But we are good on give the idea. We are good on proving of the concept by our own work, but we don't have a facility to make of good the full scale of prototyping, testing of our prototype in industry. We don't have ability to do it. We are good on proposing, but in real application, we don't have a skill to do. However, established company, they are good on scaling proof of the concept. You did something in the lab, they are good. They can quickly check whether it's successful in the real industry project or no. So they have a good ability, but the industry, they don't have a time to make 60 innovation, make idea. They don't have a time. Really, they don't have a time because they have their own business, they have their own market. They don't have a time to make new idea. However, if there is a good valuable idea, they have a facility to test it, to scale it. So we can see about when we discuss about the knowledge-based companies and when we discuss about the scaling of the proof of the concept, the elements which are very important to proof of the concept. It means that whatever you have, you tested in the lab, you want to make in the industry scale, in the big scale. Really is work or not. You made some small testing in your laptop, in your lab, in your simulation. Now you want to see how is the big scale really work in the industry or not. So in order to make it scaling up, you need to have a good system architecture. You need a very good system of the factory, system of the lab, system of the production. You need to have a proper organization, you need a proper welder, you need a proper engineer, you need a proper material engineer, and you need to have a very good corporation. So different group, they can work together. So we are as a university, we don't have it. But it's available in any factory. In any factory, they have this system. That's why we can make a proof of the concept, but we are not able to make scalability. So scalability, we cannot scaling up, but the factory, the established companies, easily they can scaling up. So that's why, and the most important issue which we fail, because we are doing the first time, we don't have an idea how to do, so but they are expert. And we don't have a skill, real skill to do it, because we are doing prototype, but they have enough skill to do it. So that's why we are good to create. They are good on scaling up. So that's why the base of all of the investigation, 58% of the startup can be successful if they're really clear about the market need and what they have. So this is the good for you, the time. This is the time for you to match whatever the topic you have. Now you can look about what is the end, what is the end product. So whatever you have an end product really is needed of the real need of the market or no. If no, this is the time for you to think about, to change it about, and this is the good time for you to think how you want to change it. You want to match it, so you want to change. So that's why if you want to just increase the rate of your success, you have to try to just match your products with the real market needed. However, what are the challenges of the big companies? Actually, the companies always, they have one unique production line. They can sell their products, but maybe the product is not fit based on the people, what the people needed. They cannot change the production time. This is the production line, this is fixed. So that's why the people, they have some challenge, because the product which they use for the factory is not whatever exactly they needed. So they are fantastic. The companies are good on scaling and proof of the concept, but they are not good on creating. They don't have a researcher. They don't have a facility for research. They don't have a time and the energy to make some new research. And only they're focusing on make it more selling and more selling, more production. They don't have a time for do the new research. That's why our new research is very valuable for them. So they have a lot of advantage, and they have a lot of advanced distribution, manufacturing system, but and selling the market. But They are not creating of the proof of the concept. They are not able to just, they don't have a time to think. And if some idea came, they don't have, because they are doing business, they leave it to the end. They never follow it. So that's why the large company and also the small company have very good chance for the collaboration together once we started. So as a student, as a university, as a researcher, we have a very good chance to start to deal with the companies, very good dealing with the companies. So because the good things that once you finish your research, you know about the company will buy your research. They are using your research output. But however, once we're doing the research, we know about there is just, the company is helping, the funding the research. So they're helping to the student for the manufacturer to pay for product, and for the all of the whatever they have it, the cost of the research, the company will pay. So already two big issue will be solved. First, how to get the fund for make the research, the company will support. Second, after they finish the product, where to sell, the company will buy it. So already two issues together will be solved if the collaboration with the company. So through this 5 discipline of the innovation, so these are the how to go to the step. Once at the first step we have an idea, some idea and the concept. Then in the second step we need to just have a good plan, how to make a proposition, how to show how to explain our product, our development. Then in the next plan, we need to have our team, the team, how to go to the market, how to make a good business model. And then the last one is the business plan. So we make our company, process, and production. Sometimes it takes time. Don't think about this quickly. You can within the 3 months or the 2 months reach it. It takes time. Slowly you need to just these are should be go to the slowly. But the one definition maybe help you a lot to understand that meaning of the innovation. So everybody asking for you the innovation. So maybe the definition of the innovation give you the different understanding of the innovation. So when we discuss about the innovation, everybody think about the innovation is something new. Innovation is something that nobody did before. So this is the main understand and the main understand from the innovation. Is there anyone have a different idea about the innovation? Do you have anyone have a different the definition for innovation? No one? Anyone? So anyone agreed that innovation, it means that yes, please.
I think, Dr. we can say something we creative.
Something you create, fantastic. Something you created is innovation. Yes.
Yes, maybe by not we not mean that, but we by chance we creative that.
Yeah, you already created by some plan, by some truth, go into some step, by making something which have a step-by-step development.
Yes, maybe this is steps when we creative, but maybe we just by chance. How I can tell you, it's like we not mean or to creative, but we
just by chance. It was based on plan, based off some study investigation. Do you mean am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, the innovation is something not made by chance, not only just do something that is new, but by plan, by some proposing, some make sure about the base of some initial design, some calculation, some investigation, some research that show that is something new. Is correct? Then yeah, it's correct. Thanks, Saja. Then anything else? Any more? Okay, so everybody is agreed that innovation is something new that nobody did before. But let me share for you the different concept of the innovation. Let me explain to you different concept of the innovation. So actually, my main concept, this theory, the concept for the innovation is the creation and delivery. The creation, which means the manufacture, create, or deliver of new customer value. New customer value. Let me stop in here. What is the customer value? The customer value is the perception, of what a product or service is worth and valuable to a customer. A perception, expectation, or perception of what a product or service is worthy, is valuable for a customer versus in comparison to the possible alternative. When we talk about the customer value, it means that if you have some product or some service, how much is valuable, how much is worthy for a customer, for a user, in comparison to the available alternative, available possible alternatives. When I talk about the words, actually, why product or service? Because always it's not product, sometimes service, such as Uber. Uber offering of the service. Laundry, so is offering of the service. So the construction is companies is offering of the service. Product or service, each of them has a worth, value, or worth or value. So what the meaning of the worth is in here, very important. Worth or value means that whether the worth is very important. Worth means whether the customer feels any able to get any benefit or service over what he's going to pay. Feeling, I'm not telling about the value, money, feeling. The worthy and valuable, it means that what I'm feeling, what I'm getting for whatever I'm paying. This is the feeling is very important. I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about the what I'm feeling about the whatever I'm getting to whatever I'm paying. So my feeling is very important, and the difference by the people. Each of the people, they have different feeling. For example, I'm telling about the feeling. The feeling is very important. The feeling, for example, you are buying of the Mercedes. So you go to the market, you have just in the market, there is a Mercedes, there is a different Toyota, there is a different cars available in the market, Nissan, many markets. Why you pay for the Mercedes? Because they feel different in Mercedes in comparison of the Toyota. If you look about the Toyota, maybe it's more cost effective, maybe the less cost for them, but those they're going to pay for the Mercedes, they have a different, because they have a better feeling with this brand. Why you paying more for Apple? For Apple, you are paying more for Apple, or you are paying more for iPhone. Why you are paying for more iPhone? The iPhone, if you look about the iPhone compared to the other phones, look about the perspective, the technical perspective. Technical perspective is totally, the iPhone is almost more or less than others, even maybe equivalent. Why you pay more to the iPhone? Because the people have a better feeling with this brand. But why I'm paying? So this feeling is a different. I was discussing with 2 days ago. I was discussing with my sister. She very difficult. You know, the Apple has a very difficult system as a working. I said, why you are not leaving the Apple? Just buy the Samsung. She said, no, I never. I want to just, you know, is with my parties, friends, so they want to just, you know, use my phone. Looks like, oh, this, you know, this give me the prestige. So the iPhone is not, she's not paying for the phone, she's paying for prestige to buy. That's why I'm telling about the feeling, not worthy, not the money. If you look at the iPhone in comparison of the other phones, maybe the whatever the hardware is there is not less than the other phones, but whatever they just paying for is prestige. And what I'm paying, I never pay for
Doctor,
prestige. Yes, please.
sorry for interrupting you, but I totally agree with you. It's just for prestige. We are paying a lot of money just for that.
Yeah, exactly. Only for prestige. But for me, for myself, I never pay for prestige. I pay for technology. I pay for whatever is valuable. So depend of the people, how they just, you know, look about. I just, you know, I'm not able to disclose it always because this is just recording. I'm not able, and I'm you know, just I'm working in the US, so it's dangerous for me. I'm not able to disclose a lot of things, but the technology is almost same everywhere. You find that all of the technology is same, little bit up and down, but you're paying because of this prestige. This prestige is made by the just, you know, the just the you know, the just how is it, the just brainwashing. So they made a good brainwashing, make a good prestige. So each of the company, they have their own different way. Sometimes they make of the prestige by making a good quality. Sometimes they make by good looks like. Sometimes they make by the, you know, only the naming. So really the only the naming is really disappointed because they fool the people. You are paying for only you are paying for only nothing. I remember that I'm sharing with you. I'm not telling about the which company because they can just, you know, sue me. So I was in the internal discussion of the one of the company in when I was in the US in California. So when I was in my training, they called a company, very famous company. He came and said that we have to just launch a product. So we tried to launch a product. We said that the phone 1, phone 2. For phone 1 was the old one. Phone 2 is the new one. So we tried to launch the phone 2, which is the new phone. Then we look about the some, everybody was new to we need to launch the phone. But whatever we try to launch, we look about the old technologies available. So if I want to say about the camera technology available, when I want to look about the just glass, the just, you know, technology already available. So everything was available in the other phones, and we didn't have something new to sell it. So when and the people that want to look about the too much difference between phone 1 and phone 2. Phone 1 was the old one, phone 2 was new launching. So we were about how we can change something new feeling. There was no any new technology. Then old phone was 800 USD. We used the new phone and put it 1,000. The first time a phone was the most expensive phone, make it 1,000 without any technology, without any something new, just we put 1,000. And then it was very successful, sold in the market because whatever we sold was not technology. Whatever we sold, because the people, they think about who can pay 1,000 USD, that's why it's more rich. We sold the prestige without any innovation, without any something new. We sold the prestige for them. So that this money we paid more for, instead of the selling, the spending on the technology, we spent on the brainwashing of the people to show that this is the really awesome phone. So that's why you can pay more. That's why in here, whatever I'm explaining to you here, I want to tell about the feeling of the customer. So feeling of the people are different. I feeling that what I divorce, it means that I assume that I pay, for example, 3,000 ringgit, what I'm getting, what technology is worth for me. If I want to pay 6,000, is not worth it for me. So that's why the people, they have a different, and you cannot scale everybody, you know, same. Looks like perfume, you have just different perfume. What you pay, some of the perfume you can find in any of the perfume. Some of the old perfume is expensive, some of the new perfume is cheap. How they can assume that how much the price of the perfume? Manufacture of the perfume is not cost. It's zero, nothing in compare of the whatever they just you paying for them. The perfume is smell. How you feeling? So sometimes if I find a new perfume of the very big brand is much cheaper than old perfume because the previous smelling give more worth for me, is more feeling. That's why the people, they can get the, you know, they spend more money. When the people, they pay for some brand of the car because sometimes they feel more safety. Sometimes they pay more, you know, confident. I remember that, you know, in the few years ago, a constructor came and asked me to give my device for damper device for earthquake. I told to them I didn't test it. I didn't test it yet. This device never worked because I didn't test it. He said, don't worry, you give it to me, I put in the structure. And what I'm telling about it, this is the product of University of Malaysia, and you sign for me. Then if I put in the building, the people feeling safe, although it's not working, but the people feeling safe. That's why they pay me 2 times for the apartment. So I can increase the price of the apartment 2 times. Actually, it was in Kota Kinabalu. The Kota Kinabalu, it was after the earthquake. The contractor is not able to sell the product, they sell the apartment because of the earthquake. The people asking for earthquake proof. So he approached me, put some product, doesn't matter work or not. The people, they see feeling, they pay more. Why they pay more? They never test because they feel more safe. I didn't accept it because it was not professional. So, but the people that pay more, why? Because they're feeling safe. What you pay for Mercedes, because you're feeling the prestige or safe. But the people, when they buy the Japanese car, the thinking is not only the prestige, they're looking for the cost, also the technology which they receive it. So they have a different angle of the view. We cannot blame anyone. They have their own feeling. So since different feeling, so we cannot blame anyone. Each of us have a different feeling. So then that's why the customer value is very important. Customer value is perception or expectation from a product or service which have a worthy for customer. Worthy, it means that how much is valuable for us, how much we have a feeling for about. But it should be in comparison to the possible alternatives. So you assume that 2 or 3 different alternatives, which one you are more worthy for it, and you're accepting to pay more for it. This is very important. So sometimes you, for the phone, sometimes, you know, if you're asking my sister only calling, she never just, you know, just recently she sent the message. She never used. She never have a time to, you know, look about the more features. She just never use camera, never, just only the texting and only calling. She pay a lot of money to just only have a phone, have a lot of feature which never use it. So if she pay only the $10, she can get the same function from the other phones. But why she paying extra? Because of she paying for prestige. If came to me, I'm a poor lecturer, I don't have a money, my feeling is a different. I pay for whatever technology I able to get it. That's why. If I can pay less, I'm happy because it's less. I want to use. I'm fully occupied of the phone, and just. But I'm trying to, you know, just pay less. When I talk about my brother has a, you know, the workstation at home, have a 10 CPU and have a 10 CPU, and you know the PC he has the most expensive PC in the country he going to buy, and big you know, a screen, have a 10 CPU already, and the RAM is 64 gig, And at the end of the day, the only things he used with the desktop, only watching the video or chatting. But I'm doing a lot of structure analysis. I'm using of my Surface, or I'm using of my laptop is the worst thing. So this is that, he never used it, the capacity what we pay, because he feeling more satisfactory. So this is depend of how the people feeling and how the people are going to pay. So when we back to the innovation, we say about you create or deliver a new customer value. Now you already understand what the meaning of the new customer value in the market with a sustainable business model. It means that you have to make sure that you're able to sell it for the next few years for the enterprise producing it, to make sure about the sum for the manufacturer and applicable, some enterprise able to produce it. So when we talk about innovation, whatever you make in new can be called as innovation, but maybe it's not valuable in the market. So when we talk about the innovation, the terms of the innovation, when we discuss about the marketing, is different. In science, something new is innovation, but in the marketing, they create and deliver a new customer value. I'm not talking about the product. I'm not talking about I'm talking about you create a new customer value only, which you're able to sell it. That's all. So whatever you create that valuable for someone want to pay for it, you make innovation. So the innovation, it not means that you have a 10, 20, 100 products. If you're not able to sell, you are not innovative. Innovation, you create a small things, but someone happy to pay for it. Then you are innovation. So that's why you have to look about this concept. Whatever you're developing now, through your topics, at the end of the day, whatever you deliver, not product, even the service, it means that maybe you're going to design process, design algorithm, really is valuable of someone. Do you have any customer value for it? Is there anyone going to buy from you or no? So if you find someone is going to buy from you, then this is the innovation. So this is the most important. You have a lot of the important innovation, but maybe no one is going to pay to them. So the most important issue, you have to develop something that people is going to pay for it. So that's why you have to understand that, there are a lot of interesting projects. You can find a lot of interesting projects, but most of them, they never act successful. The successful project is if someone going to pay for it and use it. So you can find a lot of important project, a lot of important innovation, but the most important, the innovation is who able to sell it. That's why how you can sell it. Before that, you have to look about the customer need. So you have to make sure about whatever the customer need, and you look about how really you can go to the market. So the requirements of the market. And then, for example, in the US patent, if you search about the US patent, you can find more than 6,000 mousetrap patents available in the market. More than 6,000 various patents for mousetraps, but only 2 of them in the market. 2 of them able to sell it. So having the patent, never valuable. Only the most important issue, the selling, if you're able to sell, so that's what is valuable. So that's why this is a very important. Before that, you have to look about what is the requirement of the market. Before really start, if you want to go to the market, don't do something that really, don't produce something then looking for the customer. Don't make, then look for customer. First, find the customer, then make it. You are more successful. So this is the very wrong that you first make, then look for the customer. This is the totally wrong. And then second one, the first discipline and the most important discipline, you have to understand the real good the market, what is the requirement of the market to do it. The second, how you made it. Now, how you can present it, how you can show your production, before you show your development. Always I have a fight with my student. They are disappointing, they are upset when they write a paper, when they explain of the innovation. I'm totally changing. And sometimes I just really insulting them, insulting myself, because value proposition and value creation is very important. You have to explain your developed technology. You have to explain your product somehow the people really, to make people really make sense. You have to really excite the people. You cannot say that this is the whatever I have it. Just, you have to excite the people by your own whatever you already made it. Then the people will be attracted to your work, your supervisor, your examiner, the investor, to spend some money, some attention to your work. So value proposition and how you're explaining your developed product is very important. Actually, I'm not able to, since it's under the copyright of the Stanford University, I cannot explain the rest because it's under the copyright of the Stanford University. Is for application, but I'm not able to go into more deep on explaining in the online session. So it was in overall regarding of the how you call innovation and how you are calling something as an innovation and how you can go to the market. You have to make sure that there is a chance to go to the market. There is a high chance, but it's depend of you and depend of the how you want to just create it and how you know about the market. So let me just back to the question. Please write any question or raise your hand and just tell any you have a question. So Alvin is asking about what if our research is just giving input to policy formulations, but not adequate enough to produce commercial products. It's actually the if you research given is valuable research. It's very valuable research because you are giving some input to the policy formations or formulations. You are changing of the policy. It's good contribution, but there is no any income. There is no any income. You are contributed to the science and knowledge, but nothing on your pocket. So somehow you have to accept that your work is as a the soldier and you are sacrificing. You should not expect that I have to make money, but you are contributing a lot to the knowledge. So as a researcher, we are contribute on the knowledge a lot. So, but we are not getting any income. So this is the just same thing. Is very valuable. Is you are changing of the policy. You are giving the new formulations. This is a very valuable, but nothing. Actually, just share with you. We are really a lot contributing. As a lecturer, as a researcher, we are contributing a lot without getting any income, such as the training of the student, making of the research publication. All of them are not any income, has not any income. So, but sometimes I'm really feeling disappointing that really spending, the 1 semester, 2 semester, train the students. Sometimes students they never feel out the value of how long you spending the time on it, rather than do the business outside. If I do the business outside, maybe we can get a lot of income, but we choose to just contribute to the society without the having of the payment. So if you are make of the is considered as a human development and contribution to society. So some part of our job we accepted as always contributed to the society and develop of the human skill. So human resource. So looks like when you teach to someone, when you publish the work, when you do the research, you are not directly paid for it, but this is the somehow contribution. So it's very great. It's very valuable job. It's very the acknowledgeable job, but no income. Tian is asking, I think that means which can make more efficient, not only to be new. Definitely can be more efficient. You can do it, but nothing. The issue is you made a great job. It's really new, really appreciable, but nothing, no income. So you should not expect that what I'm doing, I have to pay it a lot. So this is the very good contribution to society. Is there any, if there is no any question, I'm going to just have a quickly 10 minutes looking for the proposal of the grant and back. I'm finished this lecture. Is there any question? I want to just do quickly look about just one of the grant proposal. I hope that you are not. I hope that you are not. I hope that you are not tired. Am I right? Can I just continue for the 10 minutes to show quickly?
Yes, Doctor. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, thanks. So I'm showing with you the one of the grant proposal. It was the grant proposal. Actually, this one is a get me $500,000 ringgit. So I want to show for you the grant proposal quickly. How is the structure? How it looks like? Actually, I explained to you the proposal, and actually it was exactly same whatever we discussed last week. So it has a summary. So in the summary, the summary exactly follow of the same structure I explained before. So it's real grant application. I want to show the first part is the real summary. Sometimes they're limited to 300 words only for the summary. So you have to make summary is very effective, but follow up the same structure which I give to you for the abstract. Same thing. Then if you look at they ask for the background. Background is a literature review. So look about the just has a background. So explain about the background. Actually, in this grant, it was part of my product. It was my own product which I tested. Let me just return back it. So it was my product which I tested before in UPM. I want to get fund for this product. So I explained the background from where I started. You can see the background. Background was almost two page, almost the background as explained before. So, and with the how many references? With the 15 references. So with the 15 references, it was the background. So then objective, you can see about the 3 objective we defined. So actually this is the prototype project. So in the prototype project, so we have to conduct experimental tests to optimize and to process of certifications, licensing. So it was the objective. Do you remember we said that it should be by introduction, the summary or abstract, introduction, problem statement, actually problem statement discussed in here at the end, problem statement, then objective. After the objective, methodology. So methodology, we discussed methodology, few pages of the methodology. You have to add drawing. You have to explain step by step. Each step you have to explain. Any graph, any flow chart you need to add and show about how it's working. So any process of the study you have to add, you not add the drawing and make it very clear. But flow chart is added at the end. This is the flow chart. Flowchart, the overall methodology. So most of the time, flowchart is adding at the end. So this is the flowchart of the study. Then let me back. So this is the methodology. Methodology should not be only text, should be text, drawing, figures, should be very comprehensive. Most of the 3 or 4 pages of the methodology. And then define the milestone. It means that Gantt chart. I will explain the Gantt chart. So they ask for the timetable. The timetable, given the timetable is in here. You can see about the timetable. So for timetable, we are going to define the activity we have to make for each objective. So all of the activities should be listed and one by one explained up to end. Then show about how each activity, how long it takes time. So let's call it as a Gantt chart. Then after that, after they give you the timeline of the Gantt chart, so they ask what is the expectation result and what is the output. So for the expectation result, you have to say about what is the expected output. So the expected output is novel design, new product, so new device. So this is the expected output for this research, and expected result and expected output. Then the back for the budget. So budget, you can see about here the budget. So the budget is a little bit important, and the budget is need to add a lot of detail. So for the budget, first, these are the fixed for the all of the project. First part is pay for staff. How much you're going to salary? Pay for salary. So I assume that the project is 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year. For example, my project was 2 year. So I define for each year how much I have to pay for staff. Second, pay for travel and transportation. But you have to explain that, and also the how much we pay for the staff actually based off calculation. For example, maximum payment in UPM is 1,800. So 1,800 times 12 month become 20,400. So you have to show about the, for example, you have to add as a 1,800 per month times 12 is equal to 20,400. Then you have to explain traveling and expenses. So you have to write about what you need for this expenses. You need for conference, exhibition, participate in conference, exhibition, seminar. You want to carry the device to some city for some lab for testing. So this is for transportation. The third is for rental. If you need to do some rental. So you can see for the first year, for second year, based on your plan, you have to estimate how much your money needed. So for rental, for example, we need to have a lab equipment, measurement device, so some transportation system you need to rent. Then the number 4 is by material, research material, what the material you needed. So you have to list all of this material, what you needed. And you sometimes you need to just write one by one, what is the cost for each material. For example, you need the concrete, you need to just glue, you need to sand, cement, rebar, whatever you need to have a material, you have to write. And you have to write in the details. You cannot say that, oh, give me the 100,000 ringgit. No, you have to give all of the details and how much you need it. You have to give the details of the budget. Then number 5 is maintenance and repair. So maybe during your work, some maintenance you need, some repair you need. For example, repair for your laptop you need, repair for computer need, or some of the equipment may have a repair, changing of the oil or changing of the filter. So lab equipment and the testing, you need to have some changing and some costing. Then number 6 is professional service. Professional service, for example, if you go to the training workshop, maybe you hire the welder, you hire the AutoCAD drawing, maybe you hire someone to work for you. These are the professional service. If you need it, you have to just write it very properly for 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years. So this project was only 2 years, so there was no 3 years. Then the next is equipment. So what equipment you need to buy? Equipment and accessories. So you need to buy software, you need to buy PC, laptop, printer, stationery. These are all equipment you have to just write in details, and then at the end, how much the overall budget you needed. So the overall budget you need. I will send you I will share with you this example for you to have the example of how to budget. This one I requested. I get 500,000 ringgit. I think that is first draft because I changed it, and for this one I get 500,000 ringgit. So, but you need to just go to more on the detailing. So it was in overall regarding of how is the grant application. Actually, all of the grant application almost they have the same structure, 20% up to a percent down, but all they have the same structure. So once you do your own proposal, You made your own proposal. Quickly, you can copy paste abstract in the summary. You can copy paste your earlier background literature review to the those part. Copy paste your objective methodology. You can copy paste your methodology a little bit, polish it, and result, because project, you don't have a result, but you have to list about what is your expected result and what is your expected outcome, and then the budget which you needed. So these was in overall regarding how to just make a budgeting. So VSOM is asking, can we get the template for research proposal? Yes, I will give the. I can give the template for fundamental research scheme. You can see what the question they're asking for. I can give you the draft to see, and I will give you the just template of my own. How I did my casting, I will share with you. Do not copy paste, but try to work on it and change it. So it was one example. So this project was more on application, the prototyping. Yes, please.
Dr. Can you share this example with WhatsApp about research?
I will example some parts. Actually, some parts as a property. This I will try to just. I will not this one, the one other one I will share with you, because this one is already patented. So patented one we cannot just under the patent, that's why we cannot share, but I will share another one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I will share this one. Let me show for you. Actually, I'm not happy with this one. Little bit the methodology is not correct, but I will share with you. So you can see it was that one was prototype. That's why you can see objective was to test the prototype, to test. But you can see this is the FRGS fundamental. You can see fundamental here to formulate. To formulate the mathematical and constitutive model, to derive the analytical model and finite element model, to evaluate the efficiency of the proposed device. So you can see, maybe discuss about the fundamental. Fundamental mostly work on the proof of the concept, formulation, derivation, testing, assess. But previous one was prototype. Prototype was directly conduct experimental tests for full scale device. So you have to change the application depend on where you're going to just submit. I want to show for you here was more on testing. So you can see all of the activity was mostly formulation, what they made for formulation, derivation, because it was all fundamental research scheme. Yes, I will share with you, and you can use it. I will share in the web page of the lecture, so you can get it. So, is there any question? So, is there any question? Just again, I may highlight that tomorrow afternoon we have one replacement class. Since everybody, I don't want to just make you too much tired. Actually, everybody complain. Why? My colleague and my other people, they just say that really how you're going to deliver the just 3 hours literature review, the 3 hours research methodology should be 1 hour 30 minutes. Why taking the student for 3 hours research methodology? They get into too much tired. But a lot of the research methodology has many topics in order to just deliver.
Tomorrow same time?
Pardon? Tomorrow same time. Tomorrow 6 p.m. same time.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So, but tomorrow I will review all the papers. I will try to just review all the papers. So finish all your papers, which you already submitted for review paper, and give you the comment. So it is the whatever I give you the comment, I'm expecting that you modify and prepare for your final submission. Final submission become week 14. But tomorrow, if I give you all of the feedback, I think that you have a 2 weeks time. But please make sure if any of you change, you want to improve, do it and submit by today. I mostly look about just review the paper which submitted recently. Tomorrow 6 p.m. same thing. I will send you the link. You are welcome.
Thank
Wissam.
you, Doctor. Thank you so much.
Welcome. So, welcome. Thanks for everybody. I don't want to just. Yes,
I have
please.
a question.
Yes.
Thank you,
When
bro.
we should submit proposal, our
Pardon?
proposal assignment, when we should submit
End of the
our
week
proposal.
15. End of the week 15.
Thank you.
You can use your
Doctor?
material which you made on the review paper.
Doctor, where we have to submit this proposal? The same place
The
for
final
the
one in the website,
Yes.
my website. The final
okay,
one in my website.
like dynamics, yes?
Yes, like that.
Okay,
in my
okay.
website.
Thank you.
Yeah, in the final submission, I will send you the link.
When you will send to us a proposal,
Proposal by tomorrow. Remind me, I will send by tomorrow. Do you mean the sample? Do you mean the sample or the submission of the assignment?
no, you send to us a proposal.
I already asked you to just make your proposal as your second assignment. Your second assignment is your proposal. And you need to just prepare it based on whatever I discussed for the last week, all of the proposal content. Then you need to just submit in end of the week 15.
Okay.
Prof,
Yes, please.
I have two questions. The first one, I make about 14 to 20 to 43 reference citation.
Okay.
Okay, and some of them are repeated. So the total one are about 34. It's good or no?
Yeah, mostly is you need to just almost over 40. It looks like little bit short.
Okay, and the second one, can you send to us the link where we have to upload our assignment?
Actually, since it's draft, you can just for the draft you can follow this Google form, but the final submission will be in the website of the page. I will send you the website. Same page of the website. I will send, but for draft one for Google form.
Oh, sorry, Prof. I make some modified in my review paper, so maybe I will finish it. Yes, maybe I will finish it tomorrow.
Sure.
Can I upload tomorrow?
Yeah, I will download the papers maybe 1 hour before the lecture.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Omi is asking, just to be clear, submission is only alternating. No, the submission. The draft you have to submit to the Google form for draft. Once I have reviewed the draft, I have to check the draft Google form. You have a Google form link. Once I have seen everything fine, your final submission will be through the website. The link, there is a website, there is a possibility in the website to upload your assignment there. Okay, since there is no question, I hope all of you enjoy for the today lecture, and thanks for attending for the lecture. I hope that is